That's got to feel good. A little standing ovation for you, buddy. Welcome back. You know, this is your 10th appearance on our show.
Yeah, I was joking. Trying to pick a shirt to wear. I had on a shirt, and I was like, I think I've worn this on this show like 5 times. So I had an emergency change.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, you look in whatever you wear. But I want to congratulate you on the book. Look at this right here. Come on. The Rabbit. You know what? I was going to ask you, because we've been on, I've asked you every single question, but you've been in a bunch of music videos with some major people. I mean, like Keith Richards, Lady Gaga. I love that one. Bjork,
Radiohead.
Radiohead?
Yeah, a whole bunch of them.
Do they come to you, or do you find them? How do you get in all these cool music videos?
When I first, I lived downtown LA where nobody lived down there. And they kind of all knew each other, all these directors, and they kind of passed me around. So I did a bunch of them, but...
like, what was Keith Richards like?
Keith was cool. He kind of singled me out, and he goes, come with me to his trailer. And I was like, oh my God, it's Keith Richards. And I'm sort of sitting on a sofa like that, and somebody's doing his hair, and he goes, Norman, you know how I got this haircut? And I go, no. And he goes, my mom gave me money as a kid to get a haircut, and I kept the money and cut it myself, and it's been like this ever since. And I was like, I love you.
That's a rad Keith Richards story.
Yeah.
I want to talk about The Walking Dead. I know you just finished filming the final episodes. They're going to air this fall. How was it the last day on set? Was it emotional?
Yeah, there was a lot of drinking. There was confetti cannons.
Confetti cannons are good, yeah.
Yeah, and they hand me the mic, and I don't know, it sort of felt surreal. And then a friend of mine, Jess, she taught me a phrase: "Is the juice worth the squeeze?" And I love that phrase, and I kind of said it to the group. I was like, the Walking Dead juice has always been worth the squeeze, and I realized how perverted that sounded.
No, but I understand that.
You know what I mean?
Was the juice worth the squeeze?
Is the juice worth the squeeze?
It's a lot of work to do these shows.
Oh my God, it's a ton.
And you've been on for, was it 11 seasons now or something?
11 seasons, 12 years we've been on. I mean, wait, yeah, 12 years, 11 seasons.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, and this last season too was a full year, which was exhausting.
Yeah.
And you're in the woods and you're crying, you're killing, and you're screaming and fighting. You've seen the show. It's
yeah, exactly.
It's not Succession where you're like, on a yacht having caviar, reading squirrels and killing each other.
Yeah, that would be a little disappointing if that was you. This is
Succession, call me, by the way. Yeah.
This is you right here on your first episode when Daryl, November, you survived.
Yeah.
It's also been announced that you're going to have a spin-off series.
Yeah.
Daryl is having a spin-off series. Do you know anything about that? Do you have any details?
Yeah, I know it's going to be much different than the show. It was originally Carol and I, Melissa McBride and I.
Yeah. And
she's taken time off. 12 years is a grueling schedule, and she wanted to take some time off, so she's doing that. And she deserves it. And, they kind of came to me, and I imagine those characters are going to meet back up at some point. And I might even meet up with some other characters down the road.
I mean,
yeah.
So, all right, so good.
But, she's taking time off, and in the meantime, they were like, hey, you wanna go on a mission? And I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Speaking about going on a mission, congrats on this novel, bud.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, this is a real book. I mean, this is a real novel. This is like, I put out kids' books. This is my book. It's like that. That's my books there. And then this is, and look, it's almost the same thickness, really, if you think about it. Yeah, that's yours.
I'm stealing yours on the way out.
Yeah. What made you want to write a book?
I've been approached a couple of times about writing books about my life, but I don't want to get beat up, so I'm not going to do that. Maybe later on down the road.
Yeah. But you have too many stories.
Yeah, I don't want people knocking on my door. But I don't know. I have a production company, so I'm always looking for stories to make into TV shows or whatever. And I took a bunch of different stories, and they all kind of have the same theme of finding family along the road in the weirdest places. Kind of like Walking Dead, I guess, in a way, in hindsight. But there's a friend of mine who used to hop trains. I kind of took a story and I kind of created that. And I was shooting a ride, and I was on an airplane coming from Uruguay to Costa Rica. And
love ride, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. And we're about to start another one. Keanu and I are doing Utah.
No way.
Yeah, next week. So, but anyway, I'm sitting next to this businessman on a plane, and I'm covered in dirt, and I smell really bad, and I have a backpack at my feet, and sand's coming out of it, and people are going by going, "Can I get a picture? Can you know, an autograph or whatever?" And he goes, "Who are you?" And I said, "I'm on a TV show. That's what that's about." And he starts talking to me, and he's like, he runs one of the largest Fortune 500 companies in the world. I don't ask him which one, but he had a series of events happen, and he found himself kind of out in the world traveling. Someone would go, "You should go to Chile," and he'd be like, "Yeah, okay." And he was bouncing around trying to find himself, kind of. And he's looking at me with tears in his eyes, and he's like, "I've spent my whole life making money. I've wasted my whole life." And it just hit me, and I sort of ran with the story, sort of based on that, like a whole bunch of different things.
Well, that's the best. You take those stories and make them into a nice novel.
Yeah.
Congratulations on this. It's a great book. Norman Reedus, everybody, check out The Ravage, which is available on May 10th.